Darth Plagueis the Wise was the Dark Lord of the Sith and the master of Darth Sidious. His lifelong obsession was to manipulate the midi-chlorians to extend his life and possibly achieve immortality. He had such knowledge of the Force that he killed and brought back to life another Force-sensitive being called Venomous, who was another apprentice of Darth Tenebrous. After Plagueis took Sidious as his apprentice, he trained him very well for a decade and asked Sidious to continue his political career aside from his Sith training. During this time, he started to delve deeply into the Force to discover eternal life. While Sidious was busy putting in place the final scheme of the Grand Plan, Plagueis sought to control the midi-chlorians themselves. So Plagueis secluded himself from the events of the physical realm and only concentrated on the Force itself and intensified his focus on controlling the midi-chlorians. Plagueis believed that to target midi-chlorians is to target life itself. Furthermore, Darth Plagueis believed that while toppling the Jedi Order and the Republic was an essential task to restore order to the galaxy, that goal belonged to the realm of ordinary beings and that they are but a byproduct of the eternal struggle between the light side and the dark side of the Force, both of which were beyond any concepts of good or evil. The greater goal of the Sith involved in toppling the Force itself and becoming the embodiment of the galaxy's animating principle. Such was his goal. In my opinion, Plagueis' wisdom at this point has grown to the zenith of understanding the dark side of the Force. He also believed that the balance in the Force was overseen by a group of celestial beings. We know them to be the Force priestesses. To imagine to challenge these beings of the Force itself is a testament to Plagueis' knowledge and power. Around 12 years after taking Sidious as his apprentice, Plagueis just began to persuade the midi-chlorians into action. His plan was to manipulate the midi-chlorians to control sentient life itself. He believed that he would one day not only conquer death but life itself. About 28 years later, while Sidious was manipulating the Galactic Republic, Plagueis was on the verge of absolute success. Plagueis finally managed to increase his own midi-chlorian count and started to heal himself of the injuries he had sustained during his battle with the Maladian assassins. He also regained his youthfulness. This is the first time in known history of the Jedi and the Sith that a being had increased his own midi-chlorian count. Unfortunately, at this point in time is where Darth Plagueis became too trusting of his apprentice and Plagueis thought to share power with Sidious to rule forever. Eventually, drunk on his power, he was killed by Sidious about the same time when Qui-Gon Jinn was killed. So, to look back, Darth Plagueis needed a little more time to achieve immortality within the realm of the living. If he only knew what Sidious had planned, he could have prevented his death. The reason he could not do so was because Darth Tenebrous, his master, had robbed him of his foresight. About the same time Tenebrous died, which I have explained in the video at the end. In my opinion, Plagueis thought of himself as the Sith'ari, the Sith chosen one, and himself being the final culmination of Darth Bane's lineage was his undoing. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below if you think Plagueis would have achieved immortality if he was not killed by Sidious.